Hello, Pickle Peeps. How are you doing today? My name is Gus Wraba, and I am your host from the motherland of pierogi. In today's freebie episode, Joe and Reese talk about cereal mascots and eating ice cream to the smell of manure. So kick back, show your balls, and get a free can of oil at the pickle and boot shop. We hope you hate it.
Joe and Reese and Pickle and Boot Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Reese and Pickle and Boot Shop. Pickle time is happening. Pickle time. I go down to get some pickles.
With your grandma and your kids.
I go downtown.
With your grandma and your kids.
Boot time. Pickle and boot time. Don't be fickle, get your pickle cider, pop a nickel in your boots. Not a place of ill repute. Bring your grandma and your kids. Come for the pickles, stay for the squids.
Pickle and boot shop.
Stay for the squids. Boots.
Yeah, pickle time.
Put that pickle in your pants. Get some boots inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some boots inside your hands.
1996, we start this.
Let me try to adjust my microphone. The Soggies. You remember that? Captain Crunch?
It was Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. The Soggies. The Soggies were always trying to get his cereal.
Yeah, what kind of navy allows soggies to do that?
I don't think it would be the Navy. I think it would be some sort of pirating country.
Well, obviously, the captain was a naval officer.
Yeah.
And how did they let it get to that point?
Politics. Budget cuts.
Budget cuts.
Like Captain Crunch was a captain of one. He would have, it was him on a ship and then whatever kids were around that he would pick up,
Oh,
which is weird.
it was conscription.
Excuse me.
Joe, you just ruined the podcast. We were
I know.
totally rolling.
Vibing.
We were vibing together. I don't know if
I
you're
know.
hip to that
Term.
jargon. The jargon.
I have a window open here. I'll shut it.
Jeez.
No,
How are you supposed to talk to the teens here?
the pollen is ridiculous here in Michigan.
The pollen. I am the pollen.
Yes, the pollen. Yes.
The pollen.
All the
Yes.
trees. All the
They're the
trees
trees.
let loose pollen.
They are from pollen.
There's a
Yes.
film, a yellow film on everything. It hasn't rained here in 3.5 weeks.
The
Yeah,
pollen.
It hasn't rained in 3.5 weeks. There's
No.
pollen, everything has this like yellow dust on it if you
Gross.
go outside. And it's all pollen. So as soon as I step outside, I just start sneezing like crazy. It's bananas. Part of your complete breakfast.
Bananas.
So back to Captain Crunch. Yes, so he was I don't understand why he wasn't an admiral.
You
I don't think
you got to be in charge of more than one ship to become an admiral.
but are you a captain? No, yeah, I guess they are ship captains.
Yeah.
So an admiral is like a general.
Uh-huh.
You're in charge of multiple. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So he was a captain of one, and he would pick up children
Conscription.
that wanted breakfast.
Right. And then somehow they'd be signed up against their will for 4 years of military service.
For breakfast service.
For
Pouring
breakfast.
bowls of cereal.
Mhm.
And the only way that they could get out of the contract is by getting 2 more kids. So with each commercial, the different white kids, because let's be honest, there weren't Hispanic kids in Captain Crunch commercials or black kids in Captain Crunch commercials. It was always white kids.
And that's where it's you can tell it's fictional because you're
Yeah.
like, That's not who's going into the military.
The Navy?
That's not where they're doing their recruiting.
The Navy has tons of minority recruiting. Actually, I think they do.
I know,
But-
that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I took where I'm going with this is,
We never go anywhere.
have you heard the band System of a Down? I like
Yeah.
your Well,
Yeah.
they have this song called BYOB that I just heard because I was listening to another song and then it came on the Spotify mix and I was like, all right, I'm into this. And it's like the chorus is, why do they always send the poor? Why do they always send the poor? And it's like this war protest song against us going to Iraq and Afghanistan. I was like, oh, this is a good
Well,
song.
yeah. I mean,
It's
but
true.
those lyrics aren't anything new. I mean, Creedence Clearwater was singing about that. Fortunate Son
Yeah.
back in the 60s. I know Senator's son now. So
No.
no. I mean, I love Creedence. So then you had to get these two white kids had to get two more white kids
Could they
to eat cereal on the ship.
Uh-huh.
But then that wasn't enough. I think people started getting on to big cereal and realizing that the captain may have had other interests in mind. They didn't like that he was just focused on these relationships with children. And so then they brought the Soggies on. And the
Mm-hmm. You think that
Soggies,
the kids maybe got the Soggies because they
Help
made
us.
it to Tahiti and they were like, we want to hang out with these ladies here and get tattoos, and they had a mutiny.
well, we were led to believe that the Soggies were a rebel force.
Uh-huh.
And maybe we were led to believe that by Big Cereal. And really, maybe the Soggies were just a freedom force. Maybe they were trying to free the kids. Maybe the kids' parents, all they could afford was to pay milk blobs
Yeah.
to go after Captain. Because the Tiger wasn't doing it.
He's
Terry the Tiger. Tony the Tiger.
what's he doing? He's encouraging kids to
Great.
physical activity. That's the same guy that did the voice of he sang that "You're a mean one." That's as low as my voice goes, by the way.
Really?
Mr. Grant. This is the difference
You're
between
a snarling, growling.
yeah, you know how we're both singers in bands? Your range is
Ish.
like here. And my range is way up here. Like
Where yours
this.
begins.
Yeah. Where
But
this
then
is
you're-
what
Yours is above, and then it goes up. So you have like this in here. I'm down
Yeah.
here, but my range is only within.
but you can go lower. Like when I go low, so then
You poop yourself?
Jimmy Stewart.
Hey.
But like I have another level I
She
can
was at
cut
the
into
bar.
on high singing, and that was why Amy divorced me, because I would be like,
Yeah,
And she'd
I would
be
have cut
like-
you loose too.
she'd be like, get out of my house.
She wanted to hear, I was leaning up against the bar when she was perpetrating. Slick as snot, spandex, and blacker than some coal. She set her gaze upon my booty with disco in her soul.
That is what she
Yeah.
thought she was signing up for.
Yeah, but instead she got, get out of my yard and give me my chickens. And she was like, I've had it. Eight
Sure.
albums and yards full of chickens. I've had it.
I'm done with this. I don't care if we have children together.
I cannot do it. I can't do one more album. It's like you signed a 6-record deal with the company, but you only signed a 5-record deal with your wife.
She got enough.
You're like, we're going to do. You're like, I think we're going to do this one called Inch into a Million Plots. And she's like, that's it. I'm done.
I'm out. Ceasefire.
It says here on the contract or wedding vows, page 8, subsection 6, hereby within the parties known as Michael Race Roper, here and there, forever they're known as Wreath, and Butterscotch Amy Ripple Fudge, herein after known as Amy, will only give her life for 5 albums. After that, she will sit poolside and sip wine and cash those checks.
Agatha is just, she can't write this down fast enough. I gotta get this to Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just transcribes it all.
Sends it to Amy.
Just feverishly. What's that called? A court stenographer?
Yes.
She has a little stenographer type
It's got like
typewriter.
three buttons.
Yeah, it's just all emojis, and she's just like a little ticker tape. And then she sends it out via Reddit to the masses.
That's how it's happening.
So that's how Captain Crunch came to be.
I really,
now, of
really
all the
appreciate that, sir.
of all the cereal mascots, which one did you like the most?
Oh, that's a good question.
We're only going cereal. We're not going other candy. So let's see. Who do we got? We got Captain Crunch. We got Tony the Tiger. The Rice Krispie. Toucan Sam. Snap, Crackle, Pop. The Trix Rabbit. Did he have a name? Or he was just a Trix Rabbit?
No, he's just Rabbit.
Silly Rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
And Dig'em. Sugar Smacks. Did we say Dig'em?
Honey Smack. Oh, the frog. And then we had the bear. The Honey Smacks bear. Or Sugar Smacks.
There's a Sugar Smacks bear?
Yeah, don't you remember? He wore he was kind of like a Aldi Yogi the Bear.
Okay. I believe you, but I cannot recall this.
I think Honey Smacks was Sugar Smacks the bear or the frog? I think Honey Smacks was the frog. Sugar Smacks was the bear.
Yep, okay.
Oh, you got Count Chocula.
Oh, Count Chocula,
Frankenberry.
Berry, and Boo Ghosty.
Yeah, Boo Berry.
Oh, Boo Berry. There's like some off-brand of Kicks, and it was like Corals.
No, wasn't it Quisp?
Quisp. And it was
Quisp, and it had like the little alien.
He kind of looked like one of the things from Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Are we missing anything else? Golden Grams didn't have anything. Oh, Cookie Crisp. You had the
we can't. I mean, there was like Mr. T cereal, but now are we going into there?
No, we're not going there.
Cereal. Okay.
Yeah, but like Cookie Crisp had
Mr. T for me.
Yeah. Cookie Crisp had the Cookie Crooks.
The Cookie Crooks.
But I don't think there was like...
Was there like a dog? Cookie?
Oh, I don't know.
He was crisping? He would yell at people?
It does sound familiar.
Barking?
I thought the dog was part of the bad
You're
guy.
probably right.
But maybe not. The dog may have been the good one. And then the Cookie Crooks tried to steal the cookies. What else? There was nothing with Special K. There was just the rooster for cornflakes.
There was a rooster? Oh, yeah, there is a rooster for that.
Yeah, it wasn't like animated. It's just on the box. Wheaties didn't have anything. They always had a celebrity.
Mary Lou Retton.
Yeah.
I picked that one then.
Bruce Jenner.
Also, I picked that one.
Am I allowed to say Bruce Jenner?
Caitlyn Jenner.
But Caitlyn Jenner wasn't on the box. Bruce Jenner was. But am I allowed to say Bruce Jenner? Or is his life just before Caitlyn non-existent?
You can say it.
Well, isn't that like...
It really happened.
Right, I know. But once you transition, right? You can't dead names someone, or what's that called?
I don't know about
Their
this,
old
man.
name is dead, so you can't talk about them.
Really?
So how do you talk about Bruce Jenner winning Olympics and being on a Wheaties thing when you
God.
can't say his name?
More importantly, how can I get people to quit calling me Michael? I want
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
want that my whole life long. Stop. Jeez.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in trouble each and every time.
Yeah. Who calls you
pol-
Michael?
The police.
Oh.
I mean, roofers.
Oh.
When they pulled me over, they called me Michael. And then in school, and then now everybody at the company I work for, because my email address, they insisted to make it be michael.roper at the company I work for, healthcare.com.
Oh.
And
Well, you should bring up what we just brought up. You should bring up name death. What's that
it's
called?
name death, people.
You
No,
gotta
it's
like,
even,
because what
it's
always
even worse
helps
now. Because they'll be
when
like
you're-
Michael Roper, and I'm like, oh, my dad? That's what it feels like. I'm just like, oh, cool.
They're like,
he
oh,
died.
he's here.
He-
You're like, where is?
My
oh.
dad is here?
Did he come? Did he bring me my gym shoes? Oh,
He's gone. That's
Oh.
what it feels like. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it kind of is.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 28. This is Moonshine. This is Dale and the Toenail. And
I'm
we're coming-
Toenail. Hey.
And here we are, the National Hot Rod Association.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, show up, buy your pit passes, come down to say hi. We'll trade shirt for shirt.
We're gonna get crazy.
If you're wearing flip-flops, you get a free smoothie brought to you by Tropical Smoothie.
Woo!
Show your balls, get a free can of motor oil. What are your thoughts on watermelon?
While we're on the subject,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I am digging watermelon as of late.
you're acting like you just discovered it. Hey, have you heard of fruit? It's different than vegetables.
What's this fruit? It's like vegetables, but sweeter. Fruit, what's up with that?
Watermelon is awesome, but it's like you can't just have it. You have to have a group of people to get into this.
Says whom?
You can't just get a watermelon and cut it and then cut it up and eat it because it goes bad quick.
I
Starts
eat it
tasting
faster than it
funky.
can go bad.
It's a diuretic. You're gonna give yourself number one. You're gonna pee out your whole body's weight in water, and then diarrhea will set in.
Yeah. How's
Yeah.
that any different than any other day of the week?
Oh, we'll carry on then.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
it.
But like, I'm going to tell you how I cut a watermelon, and I'm going to explain it to you without visuals, or maybe
Okay.
this will make the lowlights.
Yep.
So I take my watermelon and I cut the top off. So if you're holding it up,
It has a top, like where the stem doesn't go in, where the plant side, the butthole is.
so let's just say it's an
that's
oval.
the bottom.
So let's just say a watermelon is an oval.
It is an oval.
Yeah. So
If you
the top,
say it's round, you're wrong.
correct.
It is an oval.
So you cut
Correct.
the top off so that it's flat. You flip
the
it
top
over.
is where the butthole is not. Is that what
Okay.
you're saying? Okay,
Yep.
got it.
You cut that. You put that side down so it's flat.
Uh-huh.
Then you cut the other end off, the butthole end, or the top, whatever part you didn't cut first.
Okay.
So now you have both ends cut, and then the rest of the watermelon. Then you just take your knife and you just go down all around. So you cut all the sides off. So now you have just a big chunk of watermelon. And you just take your knife and you cut it into however many small chunks you want. I usually do one. I usually cut then the whole thing in half and then take each chunk and cut that up. So you have chunks that are roughly, I'm going to say like the size of like a dollar bill.
there's a lot of waste. All that stuff you don't get from like going all the way to the rind. You don't feel guilty about that?
Well, I mean, depending on how deep you go when you're if you like that part, I don't like that part, like
Nobody
the white
does,
part.
but you
Yeah,
have
so
to
you
eat
cut
it
it up.
because
No, you don't.
because you grew up in the Great Depression like me.
Yeah, no, I cut that off. So then the only parts remaining on the pieces that you eat are the good, yummy, sweet parts.
Joe, I only
If you had to pick your yummy, sweet parts, what would you say those were?
of the watermelon.
Of you,
Oh,
of Reese Roper, what are your yummy, sweet parts?
I think my yummy sweet parts are my armpit. What are we talking? What the hell?
Your gooch and
my
your
gooch?
second toe. Not your big toe, the one next to it. Your armpits, your gooch, and your second toe.
Yeah, I would say those are my
Those-
yummy sweet parts.
Yeah. So back to the watermelon.
Yeah,
Are you
do you compost? Are you throwing it out to the hogs?
the rind?
Yeah, I gotta get
No.
some hogs, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just pitching it in the garbage, which is a
gotta-
travesty.
I want to get one of those things that like it's like a 55-gallon drum, and you put all your trash and stuff in it, and then you
Yeah.
turn it, and it like turns into stuff you could garden
Like
with. even though
worm poop. And you put
it turns
worms in
into
it.
worm poop. You put worms in.
Isn't that what you do? You put it all in and then you put like night crawlers in there?
I don't know what you do, but it makes
I
dirt.
think you do.
It makes really good dirt, and then you're like, I don't feel bad about not eating this part about the watermelon. That's what I want in my life.
Well,
I feel guilty
I don't know
just
about all
hearing you
that.
talk about it, Joe.
but I love ice cold watermelon.
It is
I don't.
good.
It's got it. I cut it up. You put it in a big old Tupperware. You put it in the fridge. Some people, have you ever cut the hole in the watermelon and put like vodka or rum, stuff
Joe.
like that?
I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
I've only had that once.
Is it good?
I've only had it one time in my life, and it was very good. But I like just normal watermelon more. Like I was like at some barbecue, and they brought out this watermelon that had just been soaked in like 4 different kinds of liquors. And I did not know this, and so I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm about to tear up some ice cold watered melon, and all of a sudden it had booze in it.
all of a sudden, poison.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I mean, this is good and all, but I just wanted watermelon. And now that it's getting hotter, this last week here in Michigan, it's been like 90s every single day.
Joe,
Where are you going?
look at this.
So Reese is the low lights here. Reese is taking me to top of the world. So is that a watermelon patch in your backyard?
It's a cat. There's cows.
Mm.
I was just showing you.
So does it smell like
It's
manure
nice.
in your backyard?
Sometimes.
So here at Heidi's, there's a place a few miles from here. It's called Cook's Farm Dairy. It got rated the #1 place for ice cream in the state of Michigan.
Okay.
They make their own. It's a dairy. It's a creamery. You can get buttermilk, milk, butter, ice cream, cheese. You can get that all there. Some of the greatest ice cream I've ever had in my life. But Heidi made mention. But while you're there, it's on the grounds of a dairy farm. So all the cows are there. You smell their manure. It reeks. But here's the deal. Heidi made the comment, and I agree with her, that ice cream tastes better when you're smelling manure.
I'm not on board with this. What?
So like you go to the dairy, you go there, you buy your ice cream, and when you buy your ice cream, they allow you to like walk the grounds. So you can like walk and go see the cows. They have baby cows, almost like a petting zoo, but it's not a petting zoo. They just have like baby cows like separated, and you can go up to them and chit chat with them and pet their heads, but it's not like a petting zoo. They just allow you to do it where they have these animals. And they have some pigs too, and maybe a couple of goats. But they have, I don't know, 100 cows. And these cows are just rolling around and they're pooping and they're doing all that stuff. And they're doing what cows do. They're just moving around. And
the ice cream tastes better?
Yeah. And then you have your ice cream and you're walking around and you're walking through manure and all the poop, and the big poop piles are there. And in the middle of the summer, it's awful and it smells horrible. But when you're eating ice cream, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. It tastes different than just like sitting in your living room post dinner or pre. Oh, wait, one sec. Hides, you here? How was dinner? Good. Are you sticking around?
Hear
You
that
had no.
accent?
Here, but don't forget to tell them about the
Oh yeah, she heard me talking.
Can you first tell her to say, Adam, get off the Davenport?
Oh, Heidi, can you come up here real quick? Come on. Can you just kind of get close to the microphone? She's on the ground, so she can't be seen. Can you just yell? Can you just say,
Heidi, only I can see you.
she can't hear you though. But can you just yell, hey, Adam, get out of the bathroom and sit on the Davenport? Can you just yell that?
like in a normal accent or like one of my fun ones.
No, just your normal voice. Just your normal voice. Hey, Adam, get out of the bathroom and sit on the Davenport.
Hey, Adam, get out of the bathroom and sit on the Davenport.
That's not it.
I don't think that is either.
She's holding back.
He thinks he can hear you talking in the back, and he thinks you have a way more Midwest accent than you're
It's
letting
not
on.
Midwest. It's Lake Erie.
Lake Erie.
Yeah, it's this Lake Erie accent.
The way he imitates it is, "Hey, Adam, get out of the bathroom and come sit on the Davenport."
That's too like East Coast.
That's what I say.
Adam.
But
I have a lazier dialect, I think.
she has more of a
People hear this.
Pennsylvania Amish country, a Dutch. She has more of a Pennsylvania Dutch.
Speaking of, I gotta
She
go.
sounds like my cousins. Exactly like my cousins.
She just took off. She wants no more of this.
Okay. I'm gonna have my cousin's
Vinny.
Ricky. My cousin Vinny will be on here.
Hey, so the two Utes. The what? The Utes.
The Utes.
What is a Ute? Oh, I'm sorry. The U is the. So watermelon. No, so the cows.
So watermelon cows. Jeez, back to this topic.
So Heidi told me to tell you. So also at Cook's Farm Dairy, they walk these cows up to this big like showroom glass window. So you're on one
Uh-huh.
side of the window, cows on the other side. It gets it. Do you know what a crush is? It sounds dangerous because
I've had
the
a
word
couple
crush.
crushes.
But a cow gets into the crush and it like picks it up off of his feet so they can't run.
Oh,
And then these
that's not what I
laser,
thought it was.
these laser accuracy, supposedly, laser accurate nipple things go
Mhm.
over the teats of the cow. So the cow
Mhm.
goes in this crush, it picks it up, and then this machine comes down and like the lasers figure out where the teats are, and then the little suckers go up onto the teats.
It uses lasers
Yeah.
to find
Like
the
it's-
teats.
Yeah, it's a dairy farm with lasers.
That's really cool.
It's
I'm-
like something
I'm
out of like
glad
an
that-
Austin Powers movie.
I'm glad they're not just blindly feeling around for teats.
They
As
just have
as
blind
you and
kids.
I do.
Right.
Uh,
So
right.
so next time you're enjoying ice cream, go out back and sit by the fence by the cows, and as you smell the manure, eat the ice cream, and it'll taste better.
Okay. I could just go in my backyard and eat ice cream, except I'm lactose intolerant and it will taste like I'm about to shit my pants.
Oops, I crap my pants.
Oops. Hey, though, the Ben & Jerry's make this lactose-free stuff. It's not completely lactose-free because they put chocolate in it.
Isn't that called disgusting?
No, it's actually super good. I'm not going to lie. It uses like sunflower oil or sesame oil. So good.
Heidi is trying so hard not to be on camera. She just army crawled
Heidi,
across the
nobody
room
can
behind
see
me.
you.
She wants to keep private. She
Hi,
knows
Heidi.
she can't hear you.
Tell her I'm saying hi. You tell her
Reese
that.
is saying hi.
Hello.
And I'm waving, and I'm the only one that can see her.
Yeah, she can't see you right now because she's around this corner. She's over here. She's measuring because we're trying to measure for beds. We got to turn this room up here into a bedroom. Well, it's already a bedroom. We have to rearrange it with two beds.
I
So,
see how you're going about this.
yeah.
2 beds, so you can stay the night.
Yep. So
Sleep
my girls.
side by side.
So my girls will each have a bed. So
My phone just talked to me. I said, so you could stay the night. And then Siri said, good night.
no. Ask Siri to tell you a bedtime story.
Hey, Siri, tell me a bedtime story.
Tilly is an ordinary girl with an extraordinary ability, falling asleep. Each night, when it's time, she would close her eyes and enter a special place in her mind. It's where she gets to sit in the middle of a long, quiet shoreline as an ocean stretches out in front of her as far as the eye can see. The waves gently roll in and out and in and out. Then, the waves bring something from afar. Washed ashore, I collect
can't do
glittery
this,
boxes
baby.
in all the colors of the rainbow.
I was
Inside
into it. I wanted to know what was brought from afar
To Tilly?
to Tilly.
Names their kids Tilly.
I don't know, but I'm going to
Is
tell
it
you. I
short
don't,
or something? Or is it just
I-
like, they're just
I'm
like
not
Tilly?
hating it. I'm not hating
They're
it.
just like, hey, you know that drawer in the cash register? Let's name our kid after that.
yeah. Yeah, but I'm not hating it.
Joe, you and I,
Yeah.
we are currently singers in ska bands.
Yeah, I don't know about
And
currently.
what we talk about is cereal, watermelon, measuring for beds,
Manure.
and manure, and then what we asked Siri to tell us a bedtime story. That's our
That should have been the
podcast.
podcast. That should have been the whole thing.
Should have been. I don't know why didn't we write that into the business plan at the beginning?
Ask Siri if Thanos was a good guy or a bad guy.
Hey Siri, was Thanos a good guy or a bad guy? Well, she told me something. It just printed Wikipedia about Thanos on I'm not going to read this. Thanos is one of the most powerful villains in the Marvel Universe and has clashed with many heroes, including the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Fantastic
I didn't know
Four,
if
the
she would
X-Men.
give us some deeper, like an AI thing, like
No,
a
'cause
deeper
Siri
thing.
Siri is AD of artificial dumbness.
I'm
Do the
drinking
sign.
ice cold ice water.
While we're on this subject,
That was redundant.
yeah, is Thanos a good guy or a bad guy, Joe?
It depends. It depends. I mean, he's a bad guy in the sense that he killed half of existence, but his motivation wasn't evil. It wasn't to rule. It was to reset the universe because everybody had gone overboard.
Because they're exhausting the resources.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I think
So-
everybody's like, maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
But the way he did it, you don't have to kill half of everybody, just birth control.
but his thing was like, so imagine like a family of 5, all right? Mom and dad with 3 kids. Let's say mom, dad, 2 kids and a dog. Let's say all of them weren't part of the 50%. They would have loved it. They would have thought Thanos was the cat's pajamas because they didn't lose anybody in their immediate family. And suddenly there's whales in the Hudson River. There's, there's enough now.
They could take over their neighbor's house and their house, and then there's like all this stuff.
Yeah.
I agree with that. You know what? The alternative is like in real life, if somebody in a position of power that wasn't like feeding into some pyramid scheme for their own sense of power, like
which is every politician. So you've eliminated every politician on the planet
and religious leader, everyone in a position of power. If they were just like, hey, just have 2 kids, like let's make this cool. You don't have to, but this is what makes you cool. You have 2 kids because statistically enough people are going to die that the population will slowly slide back from 7.5 billion is what we have. And we have enough knowledge and resources that like we could save the earth. Like we wouldn't have to have all these crazy
electric
scenarios.
Cars.
Yeah,
we could go back to diesel and fossil fuels.
Everybody could
go back to just burning coal just for no reason.
Yeah, you could just drive a locomotive.
Yeah, you could just burn plastics in your backyard. Like you save all the plastic packaging, and then once a week, if every family just burned their plastics, that would make it so, that's why you had your 2 kids, so you could burn that stuff.
But for real, like...
we're not for real.
No, I mean, it would take like 100 years, and it would totally change everything. But nobody will talk about that, because like in the United States, we have Social Security, we have...
And Hummers.
Everything kind of
works on... I'm talking about the vehicle.
Oh. No, it just works on the fact that there's going to be more people after you to work hard and pay for things. But they use more things and they take up more space and all this stuff. We don't have to do it. Just make it cool to have 2 kids. You and I, we had 2 kids.
So what bothers me is technology in the past. Like everybody always made stuff back in the day, prior to the with the Industrial Revolution and Eli Whitney and all that stuff. People did things to make a process go quicker and cheaper. But at some point it turned, and it was like, oh, this next invention is going to make everything quicker for us to make, but it's going to be more expensive for you to buy, or for you to buy this technology.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, well, it's not that I don't understand. I haven't really given it much thought, but it's just off the top of my head. I don't like that, hey, let's do this to make things simpler and quicker and more efficient. But then all of a sudden it was like, it went from that to like, we could do it, but we're going to charge 3 times the amount. So
you can.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't like that. I don't like that. If you're going to invent something that is cheaper and faster than the thing that's already going. If the thing that's already going is, $100 and it gets the job done in an hour, I don't want to be paying $1,000 for something that gets it done in a half hour. I'd rather just do it in an hour.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did I tell you I got I lost connection and then I reestablished connection.
I see you. Nothing changed on my end.
Okay, good. Did I tell you that I bought a chainsaw?
You did.
Yeah. I just, Heidi said I wasn't allowed to use it until I got all the safety equipment, which I'm going to be honest with you, not a bad statement that she made there.
You need earphones?
Yeah. So I got
protection. And
Yep.
gloves.
and chaps.
Chaps.
So if that blade swings towards your leg, I have like a chap material, like a leathery chainmail.
I'm pretty sure she put that in there because she wants you to wear just the chaps.
But yeah, I was out cutting wood, and like my biscuits and jelly is just out there. I found it weird that that my twig and berries could get zipped off, but my legs were protected.
Yeah.
Maybe I got to go back and read the directions. Maybe I'm supposed to wear pants and then put the chaps over it.
Right.
But what was nice is while I was chainsawing, I could just fart and there was nothing there to stop it. It was just open butt, or just open butt. Cars going by honking.
That's the way God intended it.
Yeah. But now I got all my stuff. So I got my ear protection, eye protection. I got my gloves. I got my steel Farm Boss 271. Don't know what that means, but apparently people who know that stuff think it's pretty awesome. Yeah, and I got chaps.
Steel Farm Boss 271 is your chainsaw?
Steel Farm Boss. Yep, it's a 271. I don't know what that means.
If I was going to make a
engine or something.
chainsaw, that's exactly what I would do to market it.
The Farm Boss?
I'd call it a Farm Boss. And I'd put the word steel in there and then a number.
Steel is the company that it's like STIHL.
Oh,
or
Steel.
Yeah, or STHIL something.
I thought
So
you were
it's
STEEL.
No, so it's a steel chainsaw, that the company. And then and then it's their Farm Boss version, which is like a professional chainsaw. Like it's for like professionals. Like you're moving to Alaska to be a lumberjack, you buy a Farm Boss. Or you own a farm and you are using chainsaw daily, you get a Farm Boss.
Yeah.
I'll use my chainsaw 3 times a year, but I got the best. And I am stoked to use it.
Maybe you own a farm and the only time you feel like you're in charge of things is when you go outside and cut things down with a chainsaw. And that makes you the farm boss. But when you go in the house, there's a lady there and she makes you take off your clothes and boots and tells you what to do and then when to go to bed, and she yells at you to your face and then you cry. So then you get a chainsaw.
Yeah, I've never had any of that other stuff happen.
Okay.
When I told Heidi that I was buying a chainsaw, she was stoked, but see, here's the thing. I'm the city boy.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm born and raised in like Royal Oak, man. It's a city. She's the country girl. She fixes everything. Her hot water heater breaks, she fixes it. She crawls under the house. She does her own plumbing. She snakes her own lines and stuff like that. She fixes her porch steps.
Sure she does.
She does all that stuff. She changes the oil on the tractor. She changed the mower blades on the tractor. She does all that stuff. I don't know how to do any of that. So I bought this chainsaw to kind of become more of a man.
And is it working?
Well, I haven't used it yet, but I feel pretty badass when I pick it up.
That's cool, Joe. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's going to love me in them chaps. Let me say that. They're bright orange. Yeah. I think they're bright orange. So if something does go awry, like if you do the old Johnny Cash brother accident, and like, Bushido yourself and just spill your guts and entrails, upon the farm floor.
They can find you?
They can find you.
From a helicopter? They're like, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Look right there.
Right there in the pile of the tennis court size intestine of the pile of intestines that could fill a tennis court. I see those orange pants. We got him.
What happened to Johnny Cash's brother? I forget.
Johnny Cash's brother and him were like working at a sawmill, and his
Yeah.
brother pushed a board through over a saw blade, and the saw blade gutted him.
Was that in the movie?
It was a nicer, cleaner version of what happened in the movie, but if you
Oh.
read his biography, like his brother was just gutted. Like the saw blade went right through his abdomen and just opened him
Whoa.
up. Yeah. And then they squished everything back in, couldn't do anything about it. And so the kid just laid in bed and slowly died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I've been watching? I just finished up today.
Well, we're on the subject.
While
go
we're
f-
on the subject of being gutted, you know what I've been watching? On
What?
ESPN, the American Gladiators documentary.
What? There's a documentary about it.
A two-parter. It's like a 3-hour movie that they broke into an hour and a half each. And it's on the American Gladiators, how it started, all this mystery surrounding it. They talked to the gladiators from back then and how it was just debauchery. Pretty much all the gladiators now are Christians and pastors, stuff like
Serious?
that. Yeah, a bunch of them are. Yeah.
Did they talk about on ESPN the Nuggets of Denver?
No, but I saw that they whooped the Miami Heat in game 1.
And then they lost in game 2.
Oh, did they? See, I want the Heat. I like Jimmy Butler.
Joe, fuck you. I cannot believe you just said that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Fuck off.
I like Jimmy Butler.
Jesus, Joe. Holy fucking shit. Everything I know and love about you just went out the window. The Nuggets have never been in the finals. You're always the underdog. I like this. And then dude.
Well, I'll be
Fuck
honest.
the Heat.
I'll be honest with you. I want the Heat because of Jimmy Butler, but if the Nuggets, I'm not against the Nuggets. It's kind of
No.
it's
Who
kind of
is Jimmy
right now.
Butler? Who is Jimmy Butler?
He's the Heat's best player.
Right. So the team that has won the NBA championships, because they've been able to recruit a bunch of people and they
Yeah.
pay a bunch of money.
Yeah.
They got a new guy and now they're winning
Yeah, they don't have state income tax.
in Florida.
Correct.
Right.
So
'Cause they're
all
all
the athletes.
libertarians.
So all the athletes, you get paid 10 mil, and then in Michigan, a quarter of that goes to taxes. So you get 10 mil and you're paying $2 million of that in your taxes. Florida,
So they can recruit LeBron
yeah.
and
Yeah, that's why-
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's why your big stars will go play for
Can
you
we
know.
talk about the Nuggets? Name a star from the Nuggets.
Jokic, what's his name?
That's it.
Noah
The Joker,
Jokic.
Jokic. Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Dan Issel, the horse.
No clue who he is.
Alex English.
No clue. I here's the thing.
Allen Iverson. They got Allen Iverson after he was over his prime because Carmelo Anthony was like, I'm done with this team. I can't win.
Yeah, and then you guys let him
Dikembe
go, and then
Mutombo.
the Pistons picked him up. Yeah, Dikembe is probably the most popular Denver Nugget of all time. Did you guys have Keith Van Horn?
Then they got rid of him. No. The Nuggets have never had anyone like this. He is like Kareem level of basketball player, Jokic.
Yeah.
The Nuggets finally have a good player that they built a team around and they didn't trade away like the farm club that they are. And they're in the finals. They've never made the finals. Never.
Yeah.
They're in it. And you're like, this team should win because they have
Yeah.
Joe.
I'd like to see Jimmy Butler win, but if Denver wins, I don't care. I'd be happy for you. It's the same thing with hockey. Right now, the two teams are in the NHL finals, the Panthers and the Las Vegas Knights, Golden Knights. I'd I guess, gun to head, I would pick Florida, but I don't really care. If Vegas wins, okay, fine. I wouldn't be upset. Whereas, like, if Colorado won again, I'd be upset because I hate the Avalanche. I don't hate the Avalanche. I love the rivalry.
Yeah.
I love the. That's just it. I love the rivalry. There's no more than that. I hate the Blackhawks, the Craphawks, and I hate the Penguins.
If it was Las Vegas Knights versus Florida Panthers, gun to head, I hope that we start a nuclear war with the Russians and everyone dies. That's the end of that.
Well, I'm thinking gun to head. I have to pick Vegas or Florida gun to head. I'd be thinking, how'd this guy get in here and put a gun to my head? What does me picking a winner have to do with anything? Can I get my affairs in order prior to picking a winner? And if all you wanted me to do was pick a winner, that's a pretty low-level thing to FA somebody, to point a pistol at somebody's head, felony assault right there, over picking a winner to a game. I mean, like, come on, buddy.
Come on, fellas.
Yeah. You could have accomplished the same thing by saying, okay, you're going to eat this flaming hot chip with hot sauce on it, or tell me who you think is going to win. Like, you can get the same answer as what I'm saying without FAing somebody. That's it.
Just don't FA people.
No, this world would be a lot better if people just didn't FA each other. That's dead air, people. That's what you call dead
I'm
air.
on video. Daniel Rock puts this on Instagram, and I want him to see. Also,
he doesn't put that on Instagram.
I just got a haircut.
He won't put any of this on Instagram. You just drinking out of a cup and me.
He's going to put it on there.
Good thing this is the freebie.
Oh, it is?
If I was paying for this, I would boycott us. I'd put us right up there with Target and Bud Light.
I love Target and Bud Light.
Oh, I know you do.
Have you ever had Flaming Hot Cheetos?
Yeah, you know what? Not a fan.
I'm a Flaming Hot liberal.
I know you are. Have you ever had Flaming...
Boom!
Have you ever had Flaming Hot Cool Ranch Doritos?
No, that sounds like explosive diarrhea to me.
It's a game changer. Oh,
it's so good. Did you see me almost just fall off my stool?
Yeah, you did like a shimmy, like you were.
You know how people are like, don't lean back
like.
On your chair? I leaned forward on it, and then I was like, ah!
That reminds me, you know what I saw the other day that makes me laugh so hard? I watched a montage. Now, it's going to be horrible. Like, people are going to think this is extremely mean of me, but just go with me until I get to the end. Mm-hmm. I was watching a montage of motorcycle accidents, and I found the hilarity in the shimmy right before the bike goes down. So, like, people are doing 100 down, like, in a 25, and then they do something where, like, they start to
speed wobbles.
Yeah, and they're like, whoa, 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 and then they're wrecked. Thought it was hilarious. Supposedly, everybody in the videos live. I find that hard to believe.
Do you ever start watching, like, Fail Army or something, and then you're just like...
Yeah.
You're like, this is funny, but I think I just saw someone die.
Yeah, there is no way that person lived.
Moving to a next thing, and you're like, I don't feel good.
Yeah, there's been some horrible ones over the last year.
Yeah,
two that come to mind was a dancer that has a jumbotron fall on their head. Literally,
like, he's in a wheelchair now.
Literally,
we're laughing.
See this TV, like they're dancing on stage, like at a church or something, like a talent show, and this giant TV screen falls down right on their head, and you literally see like gunk spurt. It's in dark, like because it's like
cerebral spinal fluid.
yeah, it's like dark on stage, but you can clearly make out the TV hits the head and squirt comes out. Now, I've read about, and they said that the dude didn't die, but he is on his last breath in the hospital.
He's
But
on
at
a
that
ventilator for the rest of his life.
Yeah, done. I mean, like his 4 parts of his brain have touched a carpeted floor. That usually doesn't end well. Like my intestines have been outside of my body and then squished back in. But there's something about the human brain that I don't think it's like intestines.
It's not the same.
Yeah, once it leaves your head and like dances in the daylight, once it goes back in the cranium, you ain't the same.
No.
You are not the same.
Did you ever watch Tosh.0?
Yes.
Oh man, it's so addictive because he's so funny, but like there's one where a guy jumps, he like does a backflip off a 3-story building. Have you seen that one?
I think so. Is it like a little like black dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah. And he's like, gets up, he like lands and like crunches into 3 pieces. And
Yeah.
then gets up and he's like, yeah.
His legs are
They're
all
like-
splintered. His
they're like,
shins look like a
"You're-
porcupine
You
because the bones are
fractured-"
just sticking out.
Yes. It's not right.
Yeah. And then the second video that I saw that they said the little girl was okay. Was
Okay.
in Japan. Did you see this? You can look it up. You can YouTube it. You can YouTube both of these. In Japan, they're at like a kite day, like a, I don't know, what do you call it? Like a bunch of people are out flying kites.
Kite day.
And it's like a heavy duty kite. We're not talking like a Power Rangers plastic kite. We're talking like a legit kite where like the dude has like a harness on that's like, and he can control it. Well, the kite gets caught in like a downdraft and the kite goes down. The kite rope wraps around this girl's throat, like wraps around her head. This girl's like
oh,
she's like 3 years old or 4 years old. Then,
geez.
Reese, the kite goes back in the air about 80 feet. This little girl has the rope around her neck and she's 80 feet in the air.
Oh my God.
So all these people are like grabbing the rope and trying to bring the kite back down. And she's up there for 10 seconds.
Hanging by her neck.
Hanging by her neck, like arms flailing, caught by her neck 80 feet in the air, maybe 100 feet in the air. And then they finally bring her down. They get the rope around her neck and she lived. Like she's okay. I don't think she had any like lingering issues.
Wow.
Other than every time the microwave turns on, she pisses her pants. But she could smell dead people. But other than that, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
That's people whose brains have left their head.
That is people whose brains have left their head.
My favorite hockey player of all time, Vladimir Konstantinov, was a Detroit Red Wing. We won the Stanley Cup. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He was going to all these parties. They hired a limo driver. The limo driver was smoking weed and drinking and crashed the limo. It sent Konstantinov inside. He smashed into like the wet bar inside the limo, cracked his head open. His brain spilled out. First responders got there and just kind of scooped his brain up and put it back into his head.
Oh, no.
Guess what? He never played another game. Shocker. He's like in a wheelchair. All he does is play Uno. And I don't think he knows the difference between a hockey stick and an eggplant.
He really did like like an open head wound, brains out.
Brains
And they
out.
were like,
First responders got there, scooped the brains up, and just put them back in his head. Let the hospital sort it out.
I have PTSD about a similar thing
Yeah.
when working in the surgical trauma burn ICU.
Yeah, it's bananas. And then people just ain't the same after that. You can't take a yolk out of an egg, scramble it, and then put it back in the egg.
What happened to me was like an 18-year-old kid. He did not make it. His organs, I think, have lived on.
Yeah.
But this kid, like, his car went under an 18-wheeler and it got him right in the forehead.
Oh, yeah.
And so they put gauze around his open head with brain coming out, and one eye popped out. And they were like, they put it back in the socket and then just gauzed it up. And they were like, one of the residents came up and was like, we got his family's coming in. His arm is dislocated. So we had him. He was still going. He wasn't intubated, I don't think. He was breathing on his own. We had all the tubes and stuff in him. And so this resident is like, can you hold him? And I'm going to jam. It's an orthopedic guy, and those guys are all cavemen. I think I got to get his shoulder back in so the family can come in. I'm laughing. This is not funny. But
well,
I'm
thinking the shoulder is probably the last thing that needed to be treated for the family to see him.
It looked like he had been super smashed up. And if you put the shoulder back in, it made it look like he had a bandage on his head. Which is, it's thoughtful, but probably not what this family needed. They needed to know this dude is dead.
Yeah. They're going to see their loved one with an eye that's pointing in the wrong direction.
Yeah, no, it was out. Like I saw, it was hanging by the optic nerve. It was out.
Yeah, and if you just try and do like a quick, let's just push it back in, and
they did that,
and we'll
somebody
play this
just
off.
did this. They like lifted it up and gingerly just like this, and then they wrapped his head because the family's coming. So this orthopedic guy's like pulling out his arm, just jacking it like to get it back in the shoulder. And I'm trying to hold his body still so he has some leverage. And this kid's brains are just falling out on me.
Yeah.
It's PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD. Like, I was just like, oh my God, this is a kid. I'm holding the body of a kid, and this dude just brains can't sleep.
Yeah.
That's why I take trazodone, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, situations like that I've had to deal with over the years, I don't, for whatever reason, man, it doesn't affect me that I know of. It doesn't affect me.
What affects me about that is I like if it was just theory, like, hey,
what affected you was the whole weekend at Bernie's aspect where you had to like manipulate the guy to like make his family think that he was alive.
I understand that. And there was like some fallout of that where they were just like, he's going to get better, right? There was that fallout where they should have just been like, because the doctors that were doing it, the residents were kids. They're like 26-year-olds, like they should not have been in this position where they're like, tell this whole family their son is dead. Like, he's just organs. We got to get these organs out so that other people can live. Tell them this. I've been like, hey, I just held your son's body while they cranked his shoulder in for you. He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
These will save people. Like, please let this mean something. I could have had that talk, but they didn't. But dude, that's the PTSD is holding that kid. Yeah. It was a kid. Like, you hug your kids
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah. Those are the jobs that we have.
this is like a body. This is someone I love. And that's all I could think.
Yeah.
This turned real quick, man. I'm sorry. But
No.
that was, for me, the thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
we-
there's lots of things that keep me from sleeping, but that
we
was the
approach
most.
things. We approach things different. I think me and you have different way. Like, you know, we both see the same stuff and we've both experienced the same stuff. I just don't. I don't think I don't process like you process. And I'm not saying I'm better or you're. You know, we just don't do it the same.
You're
So
better suited for your job than I am for mine.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe because my job is to care for people. And so in that, like, I truly do care. I care for people. It's just that, like, they could have gotten a different nurse to do that instead of just be like, this is a male. He can handle it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that with all the stuff that I've had to experience, the one that's hit me the worst was actually I had to kill a deer, and I think I told
You
that
told
story.
us. Yeah.
That's the weirdest one, and I've had to deal with deceased children. I've had to deal with people ripped apart. I've had to hold people and tell them it was going to be okay when it wasn't okay, and 2 minutes later they were, they were a K, and I've had to do all that stuff. But the one that didn't sit well with me was the deer, and it's bizarre. It's just bizarre how we process stuff. I've always thought of it as like, on our last one, on the missing episode, we were talking about our superpowers, and like I said that my superpower was I could dry off very quickly when I get out of the shower. I can dry off quickly, and I'm thorough. That's like my superpower. But I think another superpower for me is like I'm the Lord takes that from me. Like I can do my job and it's gone. And I know I have family members that pray that protection around me, and that when I used to be on patrol, I'll be going back out on patrol again come August. But when I used to be on patrol, like I would try to take those calls. If there was an opportunity where I could deal with something instead of somebody else having to deal with it, I would volunteer for those calls. But yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
See, like,
It's okay, man.
And the other thing is like, I deal with it with like humor. And so you don't want to deal with it how, like, I don't want to talk about certain things because the way that I deal with it is humor. Like even you telling your story, I gotta bite my lip because here you're telling a story about you being broke up, and I want to do joke after joke after joke after joke after joke.
I want that too. I know I can't bring that kid back. There just is. I don't know, man. I feel other people's pain a lot, and that I think is what put me into being a nurse. Is that like I feel like I can help, and I don't know. But I know. Again, like if that happened again, I would still do it. I still feel like even though that haunts me, like I wouldn't want somebody else to carry this weight.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I wouldn't want the other nurses that I worked with to have this rattling around in their head.
That's how I feel, because people, and I'm going to be real honest with you, and for the listeners, like I feel like because of my faith, I can deal with things with my faith, and what scares me is having to deal with certain things and knowing a coworker may be dealing with it, and a coworker doesn't have that faith, and that coworker may be shaken to their core, and rocked, and their whole when you talk about PTSD, like if that's what triggers them or sends them down like a really bad hole, and they don't have that hope, and they don't have that calm, where I believe I do. I mean, not to say that like I don't see stuff and it's like nasty and I don't welcome it, but I can do it, and it hasn't affected me in 13 years. And who's to say there won't be one that does, but it hasn't affected me in 13 years. And I just feel like it's total God, and kind of wipes my brain. And when I go to sleep at night, like I don't have those images, and I don't have that. It's just kind of a story to tell. I have the memories as far as a story to tell, but I don't have the panic or the anxiety or not that I know of. It could manifest in other things in my life, and I don't know it, but I don't think so. I mean, like, I don't have a bad temper. I don't suffer from depression. I love to eat, so I don't know if it manifests itself by me being a bottomless pit and being 30 pounds overweight. I don't know. And 30 pounds was, that's going light.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Maybe
we can continue talking about this on the
Let's
old...
put a bow tie on this turd and flush it. You know what I mean?
Thanks, guys, for listening to our stupid podcast.
Yeah, it sucks.
Piece of pizza.